So I'm going to make a video here on how to create a CSR request and get a real third-party cert on a Aruba Instant Access Point. So I have a client that is having an issue. He set up his Aruba Instant Access, and he is using the captive portal for guests. The problem is it's not a trusted third-party cert, and it is prompting them and telling them that it's not a secure connection, and a lot of the kids and teachers don't know what to do. And it also isn't redirecting them automatically. Like when they join he has a BYOD SSID, and when they connect to it, it should automatically pop up and redirect them to a web browser. But that isn't working, and it's because it's not trusting the cert or anything, so it's not doing a pop-up. So I have an article here on how to create a CSR and how to create certificates for your instant controller. So I'll put this link also in the video, in the description of the video here. But what I did is I first went in and I copied this key here to make my CSR request. And then I open a command prompt. So I've already installed OpenSSL. Gotta type it right. Now I'll paste that command in, and when I hit enter, it is going to create a new private key, and then it's going to create my CSR request. So I'm going to put in a password. Okay, and now this is the information that will go into my certificate. So I had a little problem here. This isn't the spot. Let me see. This will just be. I'll show you. This is where I had a problem. It wants the FQDN. So my network's airstreamnetworks.com. And if I want the FQDN, it's going to be instant. You got to put it in instant because that's what the captive portal is going to redirect to that name. So it would be instant.airstreamnetworks.com. But the problem is the web page that I was using. I was using a company called SSLS. And what I did was I just used this positive SSL certificate. So I went in here. It's pretty inexpensive. 3 years, only $14.97. But when you go in and you create an account and you buy this, so when you buy the certificate, you'll go in and you'll go to redeem it, and a box will pop up and it will say paste in your CSR request. So I pasted in my CSR request and it automatically fills out the next box for you. And it tried emailing admin@airstreamnetworks.com. No, it tried emailing, admin@instant.airstreamnetworks.com. And that's not my domain name. It's just admin@airstreamnetworks.com. But it was adding the instant in there. So I had to get support on the line, and they had to help me push through the certificate. So there was a section that said, verify with email or verify by uploading a file. I had to click on upload a file, and then it went and sat the verifying, and I had to get support to kind of push it through. So that's just a kind of warning for you, because the first time I created the certificate and I saw what it was doing, I went back and generated the CSR request, and I didn't do the fully qualified domain name. I just did like airstreamnetworks.com, and then that didn't really fix my issue for me. So okay, so that created my CSR request and my private key. So if I exit out here and I do a ls, I can see it created two files. So it created my CSR request, and it created my private key. So my CSR request is what I'm going to need first on the website. I'm going to paste that in. So to get that information, I just cat my CSR file.csr, and then I would copy all this information here, and then I would go back into my Positive SSL website, and I would paste that CSR request in there, go through the steps. What it's going to end up giving me then is, I'll show you here. It's going to end up then giving me a zip file. So when everything gets approved, it gives me a zip file. If you open up the zip file, you will see there's actually 3 files in here. Okay. I don't need this file. I just need these 2. And if you look in the directions, it shows you that it goes through all these steps that I just did. Okay, going in and creating the CSR request. But when it gets down to here, it said using a text editor, you have to copy in 3 files into a blank text editor and save it with a .pem. So it's showing you first you do the server certificate, then the root bundle, and then your private key. So what I would do is I would go in and launch my text editor. So do a new doc, and then now this isn't for my domain because this is one that I did for someone earlier. So these are my 3 files. So it's saying the first thing you need to do is open the CRT request. So open with, so I'm going to copy all this information. So that's my first part. Close that, and then I need to open this bundle because that's what it tells me. Oops. That's what it tells me here is my second, the root bundle. And there's like 3 sections in here. So I paste this in. So I have all this information in here. Then the last thing you have to add in is your own private key. So my private key is on my computer from this SSL session. So I can cat private key dot key, and I'll grab this information. And I can close all these others. And then I'm going to save this as my PEM file. Now, I don't have all the, I'm naming it something else, but so just for you to get the idea, uncheck extensions here, save it, and then I would go into my instant access point, and that's where I would upload it. I would go into maintenance certificates, and I would upload that PEM file, and I would tell it that it's for captive portal.